where he catches the biggest bass.
Man, this is probably some of the best feeling water in the state of Alabama right now. I got that cool water pumping in over there. It just feels good to feel some cool water in July. Because about this time of year, every year, you know, the water gets so hot and you get into that drought. There's no water coming in, no water going out. There's no moving water in a lot of these ponds. So it's like the water will just get, it's cool to be able to wear chacos. Like I miss it in the wintertime when you can't wear chacos to put the, or Crocs to put the kayak in the water. That's one of the things I like the most about summertime is, you know, if the kayak's on the trailer, I can get in the water and, you know, line the kayak up on the trailer and don't really have to worry about it too much. But, you know, this time of year, you kind of second, or in the wintertime, you second guess having to get in the water for anything. Last time I was out here, I caught a big one. Hooked into a big one. I didn't land them literally right here. So hoping for some of the same luck today. I mean, he was literally right there. Oh! What just happened? Did I lose everything? I lost everything. I should have retied from that last pond. I got bit right there. I saw him come up over here. Of course. Oh well. At least I don't have to turn around and get more hooks. They're at least right here. I knew I should have retied. Oh! That was kind of cool. I wonder if that was from a fish chasing it up or was that from my worm? I don't know. We'll say a fish was chasing it. There we go. There we go. Oh, he came off. That was a good one. I wonder, so I got some new wacky hooks and I think they're a little bit smaller than the ones that I had. I wonder if these hooks are too small. Because that was a good one right there. So in the last video, all the ones that I missed, they were on those new wacky hooks. And I really think it might be these hooks are just too small. Which I hate because I spent money on new ones, but I mean, if they're not working, I don't think they're... I don't think they're worth, you know, dying by them if they're not going to work at all. I really think I bet you it's that hook is smaller because the neck size up is not that much bigger, but I mean, it's the difference between probably like a dime and a penny in diameter. So I don't know, that might be the issue. I'm gonna throw this one a little bit more, see if I can hook one. Cause I think the first one that I got bit on, or the first bite that I had on these smaller hooks, I landed. But I mean, that's what I would probably say has been the issue, is just the diameter smaller. There's a bite. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Got him. Good one. Oh, he came off too. Okay, 0 for 2. Okay, we'll cut the weed guard off. Maybe they're not, maybe they haven't been able to get it because of the weed guard. That was another good one. I don't know how I was able to get him out from over that log. It's like he swam under it, but it was like my line broke and then went back together. Huh, 0 for 2. I'm gonna show y'all in a second whenever I get this box back out to change this hook, what I'm talking about. Took the weed guard off of this one to see if that makes any difference, but I doubt it will. I mean, I missed probably about 5 in the last video with the noose. Got one? Do I have a fish? I can't tell. I really think I do. Did I catch one from over there? I mean, it landed in the water. I just don't know if it was a fish or not. That's my orange right there. Huh, I don't know if that was one or not. There's another one. There's a good one. Please stay on. Oh, that's a really good one. Come on, stay on for me. Stay on. Stay on. That's a big one. That's a dang big one. That's a dang big one. That's a dang big one. Come here. Oh, dude. Look how I ate that. Whew. Heart rate 375 is my heart rate right now. Dude, look at that one. Of course we catch a big one on the small hooks. I was just about to get rid of these. Now it's gonna be hard to. Is that? Yeah, I think that is. So I think the big one's like the generals. Whenever you're catching them, see, I don't really think the hook mattered too much on that one. That's probably a good 4-pounder. And the crazy thing is I feel like the other ones that we caught over here were about this size, or that second one that we hooked into. I'm not sure about the first one. Second one we hooked into, definitely a big one. But when they're this size, I don't really think your hook size matters as much, or when they eat it like that. 315. Let's see if we can get a 4 on the scale. Let's see. Let's see if it'll show us 4. 314. Okay, we'll say 4-pounder. It's close enough. Golly, still not bigger than that first one that we caught in the last video. So 4-pounder all day. It's hard to beat. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Awesome, sweet. Give him a little head scratch. There he goes. That is hard to beat. Definitely have to retie after that, right? Well, that's the next one after cutting the weed guard off. I don't know. Y'all might have seen some real tears if I would have lost that fish. I don't think my heart could have handled losing that fish, especially after we've lost 3 good ones for sure. Y'all might have seen some. So y'all might have got to watch me boohoo after that one. All right, I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're gonna keep this hook on. We're just gonna retie it. I'm sure y'all will definitely be sure to let me know in the comments if this is a good idea or not. I'm sure it's a bad one. Then the crazy thing is too, is like that's just a testament to the mac scent, but we've been letting, I let that fish run with it because I lost the last two. I let him eat it for a good while, and it just so happened it was a 4-pounder. You know, normally when you do that, me personally, I don't do that on big bites. If the bite feels good, I'm like, I should probably go ahead and set this, because I'd rather get an opportunity to set it than not get an opportunity and lose the fish. But this time I was like, probably makes more sense just to go ahead and set it and forget it, or however that saying goes. Gosh, I was so scared that one was going to come off, especially when he got back here. I'm like, I know the second I turn him back this way, it's probably going to pop off, but he didn't. That's the cool thing about fishing with the mac scent too, is I feel comfortable enough to give the fish a 5 count if they're not eating it good. That's something I had to do, or I started doing like a couple weeks, maybe months. That's something I did about a month ago. I was out fishing on a golf course, and a lot of the fish were like super small. So whenever one would eat it, I'd say like, okay, I'm gonna just count to 5 and then see what happens. And I feel like that mac scent gives me the extra, gives me time to make that 5 count without them picking up and dropping it. Yeah, some fish are gonna just pick it up or peck at it and drop it, but those aren't the ones I want anyway. I want the ones that are gonna bite it and hold on to it and come along for the ride. Oh, there's one. Oh, broke him off. How did I break that one off? Now, how does that happen? I just retied that, did I not? Also, I didn't cut off but maybe a foot or so of line, but how does that happen? You know what I'm gonna start doing? This line on here is 12-pound test, and I've always fished 12-pound on Texas rigs. This is what I've been fishing with. I've been using really 12-pound for everything for as long as I've been fishing. Just now, I recently started using 17 to 20 for like coal shads, or 25 for flipping. Pound fluoro, and I use 30-pound braid for like poppers, 50 for frogs. But I'm starting to realize that I probably need to go up to like 15 to 17 for Texas rigs, especially because I've been known to set the hook kind of hard. So like that's my first reason. And then second reason is I feel like, I don't want to say I'll lose a lot of fish, but I've been losing more fish than I do with like that heavier line. I don't think the line really matters too much in these ponds. I don't know if I have any more of those big hooks in here. Oh, these are the small ones. That's all I have left. But I mean, these aren't super big. Just think of these as, these are probably like the size of a dime. And the ones, the next size up from this are probably about the size of a penny, maybe a little bit bigger. So I think that's what's making all the difference for me. Just that little bit more diameter for them to grab onto, a little bit bigger hook diameter. And figure it out with what we got. I can't believe I broke that one off, and I literally just retied. I'm gonna tie a long tag in on this one just to make sure I get all that fray out of my line. All right, last black and blue general. I'm sure I have another pack with me. I like to bring 2. Because normally I go through a pack whenever the day gets good like this. Normally it's a pack a day. Gosh, I could go to an AA meeting. Hey, my name's Larry. I fish with the Berkley Generals. I fish with a pack a day. There we go. Got him. I watched that fish chase bait all over this pond. We were able to catch him. He started like way over there, and I came over here. I was able to find him. Oh, he's not that big. Come here. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting a little bit more because he looked super ferocious, but he might have not been alone. Oh yeah, he wasn't alone. Thank you for telling me exactly where you were at. That was nice of you. Thank you. There he is. See you later. It's my first time ever doing that, using the worm. I was just casting it out and trying, like swimming it, cast it, swim it, because he was chasing for a while. Normally out here it's like 1 or 2 blow ups, and then I don't really follow them unless like I'm already kind of close to them, because normally they'll try it once, try it twice, or eat once, eat twice, and then by the time you get over there, they're off somewhere else. By the time. So some things that I've learned about throwing the General on a wacky rig with this little VMC system is, first, I think the bigger hooks are better. So like the 1/0 wacky hooks instead of like the size 1 are better. I might have said that backwards. Whichever one's bigger, like the size 1 or the 1/0, you want the bigger one. And then also you want the size 5 ring because the size 7 is really too big. I'm trying to use them both just so I can use the 7s because they work. But also a lot of times, like if the fish just has the worm, he's going to take it with that size 5. Seems like I get the worm back a lot more than not.
And he was fine.
Got one. Oh, I got a big one.
He didn't tell me if he was sick or not. Slick got a little woozy and he sat down. The worst thing you can do is just like, you know, shut up and, you know, ball up.
Gotcha. Sorry, I just caught one.
What was that?
I just caught one, sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, here's another one. That's not a bad one. He grabbed it right off there off the grass, ran out with it. Hooked him in the bottom lip. That's a first for today. I've been hooking all of them in the top corner. But another good one. About a 10.5, 11. No, I'm just kidding. About a 2-3 pounder, not bad. See ya. All right, I'm back.
All right. Pretty close to still that model. They're getting better. I mean, they're. So I mean, any company that has that mind.
There's another one. What is that? That is a bass. There we go. Or is that a bowfin? No, that's a mean bass. That is an angry one, boys. Look at that. All right, sorry. Just out here catching these 3-pounders. Give me 1 second. All right, boys, there's another one. Hooked him deep. He really wanted that General. Feels good that we were able to make that switch from the black and blue to this one and still catching them. There we go. There's another one. See you later. They've all been the same size except for that first one. That first one was big, but all these other ones are just like a good, fun, consistent catch size. There we go. That's a big one. Oh, that is actually a giant. That's the one that got off earlier. That is a giant. That is a giant. Come here, dude. Come here. Come here. Got him. Oh, that's a 5-pounder. Oh, sweet. All right, boys, look at that one. I bet you that's the one that got off earlier. Seriously, look at that. Hooked him perfect, too. He wasn't going nowhere. Maybe these small hooks, maybe I was just in a dry spell earlier with these small hooks. I probably didn't know what I was talking about. Look at that one. That is a big mouth bass if I've ever seen one. Let's get a weight on him just to see. Maybe it's another 4. Well, I don't know if he'll go 4. He'll definitely go 3. Because this scale's been cheating us a few inches, so, or a few ounces. Let's see, 214. No, that's a lie. I don't believe that. 214. Try again. 215. All right, we'll say 3-pounder because if we would have weighed him again, he would have went 3 for sure. Cool. There's another one. All right, now I feel complete because I've caught all the fish that I feel like we missed on the first lap. Awesome. There's another one. He almost just jumped back in the kayak. There we go. It's our first one. Ow, that hurt. That big old weight didn't feel good when it hit my finger. Awesome. There's our first flip fish. I've been hearing one blow up literally right here, so hopefully this is it. Hopefully this isn't it. Hopefully the one that I've been hearing is bigger, but I'm not mad at this one at all. Thank you, sir. First one. First flip one. Caught quite a few out of here this evening, or this morning to evening. Ooh, tied on a thicker weight than what I tied on initially. I don't know if I showed y'all that. Probably didn't, just because I didn't think it was super important. But tied on a thicker weight because this stuff is a little bit thicker than what I'm used to flipping. Fished through all this over here without a bite. Tried to stay positive about it because I hadn't seen anything over there, and then 2, well, yeah, 1, I haven't seen anything over there, and then 2, everything that I've seen has been over here, so, and down this bank. So hopefully that means that we'll start catching them here pretty soon, catching them consistently. But this is so much fun. I'm really praying that I can catch like a really big one. By really big, I mean like 6-7 pounder. Shoot, why not a 10 pounder? Why can't we break our PB doing this? I think this is it's definitely like a good way to potentially break one. But I feel like the hotter the better. Like the hotter and nastier the conditions, if you're around them, the better it's probably gonna be for you. And the cool thing about it is like, or one of my favorite things about doing this is like if it's a healthy fish, like if it's a, 2.5, 3 pounder minimum, normally like when you set the hook on them, it's like a stalemate, which is pretty cool. So like you set it and it's like, and then once you get the confirmation that it's a fish, then it's like, okay, now we got to figure out how to get them out of there. Like the perfect weight combination, like a weight that's not too heavy, but also isn't too light. So it can still make its way through the grass without, slamming through too hard where there's a whole bunch of commotion. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, something just swam out from the grass right there. Oh, there we go. That's a big one. There we go. Oh, there we go. Dude, that's a big one. Look at that one. That's a huge one. Dude, I got him good. I think so. Oh, dude, you got him. Come here. Wow. That's exhilarating. Oh, dude, look at that one. Whew. I hate to say it, but I wasn't even paying attention. I was looking over there. I was like, I want to do a kids tournament. I wonder how would I do that? Literally, that's what I was thinking about. And I was just looking, kind of daydreaming off. And I was like, oh, something don't feel right. Got the trench hog out this morning. Another big one. This is the 4th big one of the day. By big, bigger than 4 pounds. All right, see you later, sir. Oh, he's going to do a backflip. Maybe not. I had a lot of y'all asking me on the last fish that I posted. It's like, is the fish okay? He ate the wacky rig deep. What I've been using to get those hooks out, I got some 11-inch pliers right here. They work for everything. I've been able to get hooks out of fish that'll swallow the hook. Once you, just get the tip of it out and then you're able to turn it over and get it out through the gill. So 11-inch pliers, been doing the Lord's work out here today. Thumb's starting to hurt a little bit. Oh, what is that? False alarm. Cool, second flip fish. Caught him on the wacky rig and flipping. Fishing's been really good this week. Cause I came out here a couple days ago and it was like the middle of the day, and granted it was about to thunderstorm, but I caught a whole bunch of them on the wacky rig, and it's been all wacky rig here recently. I was like, I need to try something different. And it's cool too, because like all these fish that I'm catching have been on like things that I wasn't doing this time last year. I haven't done really at all since in my time fishing. And it was just, I don't want to say necessarily out of fear, but never really had the need to do it. So never really, spent a whole bunch of time trying to learn the wacky rig or like a flipping setup. But it's the beauty of, trying something new, because could I have caught that fish on a wacky rig? Possibly if I would have cast on the outside of the grass, but I caught him flipping. So you never know. Wacky rig and flipping might win me a tournament one day, and without it, regular weightless Texas rig might not get the job done. So it's just cool things to think about, because I feel like everybody has that one thing in fishing that they're not good at. And I know I'm not a big tournament fisherman and probably won't ever be the level of a lot of the great guys, but like people are like, oh, you got to do what you're great at. You got to figure out what you're good at. I'm like, why can't you just be good at like a lot of stuff and just do what you think it'll take to win? That's always been like the question in my head, is like, if you have a hole in your game in the sport, you want to cover that hole, because that's what people are going to use to beat you. So like if I'm not a good flipper, I'm going to go to a flipping lake and flip for a month straight. Whoa. 4-pounder. That was the big one I was asking for. I asked for a 10-pounder, but I'm content with the 4-pounder. I'm happy with it. Oh! God, dog it. That was a good one. That was a dang big one. That was a big one. That was a big one. That was a big one. So I spooked him back there and he swam over here. I don't want to say for sure that was a big one, but he felt pretty good. And the crazy thing is, this is probably the best pond to flip in because I've been coming out here for, shoot, probably about 3 years or so now, 2.5, 3 years. And every time that I come over here, there's always bluegill getting murdered in this grass back here. So, oh, that was a giant. That was a giant. That was a giant. That was a giant right there. That was a giant. That was a giant. That was a giant. That was that 7-pounder I was talking about. He pulled a little bit and I set the hook and he didn't even move. Like, I mean, I might as well have put the hook in a piece of, in that dock over there and tried to pull the dock into the water. Got him. There we go. Is that a fish? Please tell me there's a fish in there. There's not a fish in there. Dang it. That was like a dream catch right there. Just build me up to chop me down. Tell me that doesn't look so sick right there. Now, y'all had to have been rooting for me on that one, right? There we go. Oh, there's one. Snatched him up out of the water. Oh, came off. Came off in the kayak. Got a fish in the kayak. Fish in the kayak. Fish in the kayak. Come here. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna put you back. I'm gonna put you back. Maybe. Maybe. I'll put you back. Maybe. There it is. There's another one. But we have been out here for a while. It's 1:30 now. Still catching them. It's hard to beat a day like today. Did some flipping. Flipping kind of slowed up. It seems like the flipping was only good in certain areas. So I switched over to the wacky rig. When that one bit, there was another one over here that jumped too. So maybe we'll be able to hook into it.